So Manny was just trying to get in my lap, but he's laying down right now, so he's good. Hey guys, John Loxa here, back with our walkthrough slash playthrough of Subnautica. Let's dive in. So it's actually been a couple days since I've recorded this episode. I'm pretty sure last time we encountered the Ghost Leviathan and got killed by it at least once. And then, pretty sure we scanned it as well.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
So I'm definitely going to want to check out that entry. I've read it before, but it's always good to, just refresh. Plus, you guys may or may not have seen it. And we have a peeper in the base, apparently.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Yeah, we do. I got peeper. Come here, peeper. Oh, that wasn't... Oh, right. Let's scan the cuttlefish. Indigenous life forms, cuttlefish. Threat level 0. I guess this is the eye, and that's a cracker or something. A small gray-colored herbivore, the cuttlefish displays high levels of intelligence, curiosity, and attachment. Strangely, the species has not been encountered in the wild, and the scanned specimen had to be artificially hatched within an alien containment unit. In the absence of wild specimens, little can be known for certain about the cuttlefish's life cycle. It is possible that environmental conditions have changed, forcing the species to the edge of extinction and leaving its eggs in permanent stasis. It is also possible the cuttlefish has been genetically altered or even imported to 4546 Bravo from another world. We do know that the cuttlefish is an herbivore which displays highly social behavior in its interspecies interactions. As was observed in earth dolphins before their extinction, this creature seems to understand the concept of other minds, the prime indicator of true sentience, and attempts to communicate with a series of chirps and chirrups. So earth dolphins went extinct, or did they leave for their rightful home in space? It's like Douglas Adams. Like he wrote in the books, not that Douglas Adams left for space, although that's possible too. Interaction. Evidence suggests the cuttlefish is capable of understanding and following simple commands, in addition to assessing the emotional state of individuals around it and responding in kind. Assessment. Emotional connection between living creatures is an essential component of psychological health. Right, so... that's the cuttlefish for you. Now, maybe the peeper's gone. Maybe that's the peeper. I mean, unless it's going around somewhere else in here. So the benzene, I'm honestly can't quite remember. It's the grappling arm that we need it for. Advanced wiring kit, titanium, lithium. Okay, well, we'll have to work on that stuff. For now, let's take a look at that Ghost Leviathan. Right. Leviathans 1. Ghost. Yep, threat level high, although not maxed out, interestingly enough. Ghost Leviathan. This creature is approaching the size limit for sustainable organic life forms and has been designated Leviathan class. Adults of the species have been encountered exclusively around the edges of the volcanic crater which supports life on this part of the planet and react with extreme aggression on approach. Hammerhead. Cartilaginous extension, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Extensions of the creature's skull form a hammerhead which protects the Ghost Leviathan as it performs devastating ramming attacks. While fully capable of tearing through the flesh of any creature in range, all evidence indicates that mature ghost leviathans feed on microscopic lifeforms in the waters around the edges of the inhabited zone. Right, so we're actually in a volcanic crater, and it's the only area on the whole planet that has life in it, for reasons currently unknown in this playthrough. Their vicious attacks on interlopers to their domain are not predatory in nature, but territorial. A creature so vast requires a huge expanse of water to satisfy its daily calorie requirements. Its muscled interior body is surrounded by a translucent outer membrane, suggesting adaptation for deep, low-light environments. When threatened, it can tense its entire body before lashing out with incredible speed, kind of like a snake. Life cycle: probable migratory behavior. This species, or specimen, was likely born far from the area where it was encountered. Assessment: extreme threat. Avoid the crater edge. We are going to go there at some point. It's not required, but it's interesting and terrifying. Blood root. You can harvest blood oil from these things. These root systems generally extend from one cave wall to another. Coiled root system. Where this root system breaks through into open water, its tendrils coil around one another for enhanced structural integrity. Where the root meets the cave wall, it penetrates into the rock and continues to grow. Albeit, I guess maybe they misspelled that, I don't know. Albeit at a slower rate. Both blood roots and blood vines produce blood oil pustules, confirming that they are in fact one and the same flora species. The majority of the root system thrives within the rock itself, occasionally breaking into open water to reach untapped mineral resources, or generating vines which feed on water-based nutrients. It sounds almost like a mold, doesn't it? Well, that's your science for the day. Aurora survivors, right? Aurora scanner room voice log. We'll just do a couple of these.
The way I see it, no one's to blame here.
He gave me the wrong coordinates.
She didn't give me clear instruction. Okay, I'll rephrase. You've been equally incompetent. Now, we've lost time, but we're closer to the planet. So if the Degassi's out there, the scans should pick it up.
Why are we even helping the Mongolians? They're the competition.
Enjoy your shore leave on Sanjay Station? Like having fuel in the tanks? Thank the Mongolians. We run the scans, we show them we didn't find anything, and we say thanks for the free dinner. Clear? Sir, there's something odd on the surface scan here. Turn that recorder off.
So I wonder if this is like before they got hit, because they're close enough to scan the planet, which means, I would assume, it's close enough for the gun to hit them. Okay, Life Pod 2, Chief Technical Officer, use voice log.
Flotation devices failed.
We're flooding. Evacuate.
Wait. I can reconfigure the O2 system to act as a bilge pump.
It's working.
Okay, good news. We're alive and we've stopped sinking.
Bad?
The oxygen's going to run out in 30 minutes and we're 500 meters down.
What do we do?
We'll have to use the remaining juice to send a distress call and build whatever gear we can. Then we find a way to the surface.
So we know you escapes, because in the rendezvous voice log, like, she meets up with Keen at the floating island, and then they both, intercepted by a Leviathan-class predator, so she gets eaten by a Reaper Leviathan, apparently. Not good for her. Not good for anybody. You know, let's check real fast, because I think... Oh, it looks like... And I didn't even have to leave. Looks like the extra power transmitter worked after all. Cool. Alright, so... What now is the question, right? Well... Right now our Seamoth can go down to 900 meters. That's a good start. Secondly... Over there is our mobile vehicle bay. Let's see, that takes up like 9, I think. something else for the benzene. Congratulations, you get the benzene. Okay. Well, since we are going to need...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
we are going to need the mobile vehicle bay. We'll go back and get it, and then we'll pick up whatever, if we can, whatever remaining stuff we have in the storage area. Oh, that stalker's going after that rabbit ray. And yeah, we're going to need plenty of metal. We're going to need plenty of everything, so building the prawn might not be a bad idea. Yep. Right, okay, so we picked up our locker, that's good. We'll grab this thing. There you go. Okay. We have enough space for six items. 6 whole items. Make that 7 whole items. What do we have in here? More than 7. Well. You know what? We can leave the flares. Actually, we can leave the air bladder. Wait, we have a second flashlight, so we don't need that one. We'll take the fire extinguisher. We don't need the scanner. We don't... That has a battery in it. We don't need the Pathfinder tool, but we'll take it. We'll take the flares. Then, that repair tool we'll just leave it behind. Boom, just like that. All right, problem solved. Why not? For a second I was like, hang on, where's my Seamoth? Okay, back to the base. Alright, Seamoth has a good crush depth. So with the Seamoth having the crush depth like this, we can actually go to the next story point, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I don't know why I'm circling around like this, to be honest, but I will. We picked up rubies, right? Nutrient blocks, okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Gems. We got 1. We need more. Okay, so we have some lead, we have some lithium, we have enameled glass, magnetite. Now what do we need for prawn suit? 2 plasteel, 2 aerogel, I almost said aerogel, enameled glass, diamond, lead. So we're good on the lead, the diamond, the enameled glass. We need plasteel and aerogel. Plasteel, we need 2 lithium ingots apiece. So I have 1. I'm going to need more titanium. And lithium, we have 5. That'll be enough. Question is whether it'll be enough for you know, building the rest of the stuff like the grappling arm and all of that. Man, look how dark it is. It's actually kind of lighter underwater. Okay, so I'm gonna equip the vehicle bay and I'll lease it right here-ish. There you go. Because you do need deep water for the Cyclops. Wait, why won't it let me... Oh, it will. It's just in its own category. Yeah, and that requires a bunch of plasteel and emerald glass and other stuff, so... That's kind of weird. But anyway. Our base looks pretty good. It's, you know, it's a bit wonky, but whatever. The extra locker, right? The benzene, all the extra batteries. This is actually okay. I'm okay with all these extra batteries. Flares, although, you know, hold on to the flares. We'll stick the fire extinguisher in there. Yeah, who knows? We're going to need these first aid kits, I assume, at some point. Hopefully not, but you never know. Alright, so we need metal. I needed the salt for some... Right. We're gonna... that was not what I wanted to do. That was the peeper. Okay. We'll make a couple of cured Reginalds. And then we'll cook ourselves a peeper. Boom. Alright. Right, so we need metal. Metal salvage. We need... Well, we'll just pick up as much as we can for the time being. Because we're going to need more. We're going to need a bunch. If it's like, say, 2.5 per ingot, and we need like 4 more. That's what, like 5, 10 metal salvage. I mean, that's not terrible. Yeah, we're definitely gonna upset some stalkers. Well, he's going after the peeper. He won't mind. Boom. Oh, you. Oh, right near the Cragfields. Cragfields actually have a good amount of like metal and stuff in them, so they're not... Well, and right, if I needed silver, that would also be the place to go. Really, I'm surprised there's not more. Did I scan all the stuff in here? I may have. Well then. Let's go grab some of this. How much can I have? Can I have, what, 2 more? Almost. So I wonder what's using the power. Like, I'm curious about the priority. I know typically it is the bioreactor that gets used first. Sure. Okay, then we'll have to get more gems. Okay, let's stick these in here for a second. 1, 2, 3, and that's 3 in a scanned thing. Anything around here that I can scan? That is the question. Fragments or anything? Well, chair doesn't count. Break some limestone while I'm at it. Titanium, alright. And I know I'm going to need more copper eventually. That's how it always works. Now, you don't really see it in this kind of your central area here, but you're going to start seeing chunks of, well, I mean, you've seen like the quartz and stuff, like the mineable minerals or mineable resources. So, and that's a decent place to get them, because each thing, depending on what the resource is, but, you know, like titanium typically gives you 15, give or take. And we are going to need lithium as well. Which, if I get the prawn suit up and running, hopefully won't be that much of a problem, because I think we can just dip down to the jelly shroom cave, and I remember some lithium deposits being down there. Now the question is, you know, since I've saved and exited and all of that, are they still there? Because I remember them being like right near the entrance, so I'm not certain. Unfortunately, I don't know if they're in the same place. See, and you're already starting to see how good the scanner room is.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Unfortunately, no scan for time capsules, guys. Get on it. How we doing? You know, I'm going to get more because you never know how much titanium you're actually going to need, and we'll need more. I might need more, just random ingots for stuff. Got a little bit more copper. I'll take it, you know. Let's see which one of these seems to be the closest. So basically just, you know, look at which one seems to be moving the fastest, and it's typically which one's the closest. Is that all? Right. If I can find more limestone on the way back, I'll crack that open and take a look, but if not... Okay, nothing in here. Kill me, please. How about that? Just in case. Nothing around here should be, you know, super dangerous or anything. But... you know, at the moment, I don't need my, repair tool. Alright, what can I make? Oh, right, of course. Tools, a scanner, yeah, it's, you know, I don't really need that stuff, but alright. Okay. Fill up our... well, we'll swap out. And then I'm just curious, I want to see... okay, that's still fine. Maybe the nuclear power is what's getting drained first. Oops, wrong way. Yeah, you see it flickering a little bit here and there, so it is that. Okay. Interesting. Nuclear gets used before bioreactor. But I guess that's fine. I don't really have any preference one way or another. Should I get more metal salvage? No. We'll pass. Right, and just, you know, turn off your scanner. Otherwise, gel sack. I wonder if it's going to pick up the ones, like, in my little grow bed right outside. Shale, stalker tooth. That's all fine for now. Alright, so I'm trying to think the best place to get ruby. There's a couple. I mean, the sparse reefs is one.
Welcome aboard,
And
Captain.
the other... well, down there, sure, but that's a little farther. Life pod, I haven't gone there yet. Take a look at our beacon manager. We don't need to go back there at the moment. We will, but not yet. Let's see, proposed Degassi habitat. We'll do this one. Okay, where are you? 800 meters. That's not too far away. Far enough. Select our sonar because it's cool. And also because even with the lights, like, you can't see a whole lot. Although, I mean, that's That's just because it's dark. See, like, it kind of brightened up as soon as we came down here. Now that Ghost Leviathan from earlier, there's actually 3 on the map. There's 1 in the Blood Kelp Zone, the northern Blood Kelp Zone, which is where we saw it. And then there's 2 actually in this area. And so where we are right about now is underneath the floating island. And I was hoping for Ruby. Good thing about the sonar is it lets you see a little bit farther, so you know, if one of those Ghost Leviathans running around, you'll usually be able to see it before you get close to it. And well, that's a reef back up there. Okay. There's a ruby. I don't know how many I'm going to need. I know I need 2 to build the prawn. But how many more in addition to that, I'm not certain. And we'll just... This area is pretty safe, so we'll just kind of look around here. Oh, there's another one. And also what I should do is... like the limestone, there's another one right there, nice. Because we're gonna need copper. We just will. You need it for everything. There's another, cool. I don't know why, I just like the sound in this game just so much, like just the... You know, it's very calming, at least when nothing's attacking you. You just hear your own breathing, hear the water moving around that you're sloshing through, the sounds of all the fish and stuff. It's interesting that, like when you have the flashlight... Oh, there's a bone shark. Okay, well... We must be on the edge of the crag fields. It's interesting that when you have a flashlight, you use the flashlight to bash open the limestone, but when you just have this, you're essentially using your hands, which is kind of cool. And a diseased spadefish right there, you can tell because of the dots. Oh, another ruby right there. Don't mind if I do. So you may ask yourself, on our hands, why aren't there those green glowing pustules? Well, we haven't developed that far into the infection yet. Will we? Well, you'll see at the next story point. I mean, yeah, basically we will. You know, it's kind of hard to prevent spoilers when the whole game is... Like, the point of the walkthrough is basically, hey, I'm going to spoil this for you guys. I don't know why I'm going this way anymore, because I should have... Yeah, I'm pretty much full. So let's head back. And the sonar is just one of those things that I think is just cool. It's just so cool. Oh, you know what? Let's, before we do that, let's go see if we can see the other one. So, I mean, obviously they cover a huge area. Okay, and there's the floating island. So I know there's two. There should be one over... kind of... is that it? No, that's a reef back. Okay, so they won't attack... well, I've never seen them attack a reef back. Let's put it that way. So I don't know if they're over there or not. But I do know for certain... there's one kind of over here. Aye! Was that a... oh, well, dead spadefish. Okay, so if I attack it... okay, it's still a dead spadefish. You can't cook it with your knife anymore. Well, and I suppose there would be a good, where am I going? I want to go south... westish. Okay, we're still under the floating island, so it's not... you know, you're in the danger zone kind of when you hit these two arches. Or outside of these two arches, right? Get a giant stack of rocks over there. And yeah, the sonar ping does deplete your stuff pretty significantly. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit lost because I'm not used to seeing so far. Usually it drops off, or... hang on. I wonder if I'm too far south. Oh, what was that? Oh, that was a wreck. Okay. Right, you notice the environment kind of changed? Wait, we're heading east. Oh, I'm in, okay. Anyway, that was a wasted trip, kind of. I'm just gonna head back, because... like, you can see the thing, they're basically... you're sort of... there's one to either side of the floating island, kind of. So, we're basically in the sparse reef area. And there's a... right, see, here we go. There's some mineable resource, and there's the couple of the wrecks that we saw earlier. And down there is... oh, there's some lithium. Okay, well, that's not too far away. Might need to check that out. Alright, so with this stuff we should be able to build the prawn. Well, we will be able to build the prawn, let me put it that way. Yep, and there's our karma with the stalker. Alright, we'll just kind of park right here, because you'll see our... Now we need the repair tool. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Plenty of rubies. So we need, what is it, two diamond, 2 lead, enamel glass. Ah. Right. Well, anyway. Inventory full, and then I kept cutting, and I wasn't as paying as much attention as I should have. We'll cook the dead spadefish so it doesn't go to waste. I eat what I kill. Alright, so as long as I read properly, that should be enough for the prawn suit, which will just frickin' fall since it's, you know, doesn't float. Vehicles. Prawn suit. EPIC mech suit designed for navigating challenging environments on foot.
It is normal when first piloting a prawn suit to feel a sense of limitless power. Prawn operators receive weeks of training to counteract this phenomenon. You will have to make do with self-discipline.
Yep. Okay, so I guess it doesn't fall too far. It just, kind of stands there, I suppose.
Welcome aboard.
And now we'll fall, don't worry. There we go. Okay. So, prawn suit. It's got little jets, right and left mouse buttons. You can either punch or pick up stuff. So what we're going to want, obviously, we'll just kind of set it down near the base for now. And as you can already see, we're already down to 99 power. This thing eats power. Which is kind of why I kept all those batteries around, because I'm going to want to take some of them and turn them into power cells so I have a steady supply. But I think we're going to stop here for today now that we've made the prawn suit. Next time we'll do some other cool stuff. So seriously guys, thank you so much for your time and your attention. I really do appreciate it. Let me know any feedback or comments you have. I love reading them. And that's pretty much it. I hope to see you guys next time. Take care.